Hello, I'm Catherine Murray. Welcome to our special program announcing Canada's top passion capitalists. Over the next 30 minutes, we will be introducing you to some of the country's most extraordinary companies. They come from different regions and different sectors of the economy, but they do have one thing in common, and that is they have developed a very precious asset that doesn't appear on any balance sheet, and that is passion capital. But what is passion capital and how do these companies win this unique award? Here to offer an explanation on this front is Paul Alof's author of the book Passion Capital, which inspired this whole thing, and David Shaw. He is the founder and CEO of Knightsbridge Human Capital Management and a key sponsor of the awards. Paul and David, wonderful to have both of you here today. It is such a celebration. You know, I think when you hear the words passion capital, we all have a sense of what that might mean. But Paul, what is the true definition?
Well, passion capital is the energy, intensity, and sustainability that successful companies or organizations have. It's passion with a plan, really. Passion's an emotion, but passion capital is an asset, the world's most valuable asset.
And so many of our BNN watchers have seen our call for these nominations, and we profiled many of those nominees earlier this year. But David, how do you kind of walk us through, and if you could walk us through the process in terms of how we go from these nominees to the finalists to these individuals and companies that have received the awards and will receive the awards?
Absolutely. We went out, we did a call to companies across this country, and we ended up with 100 nominations and a series of judging panels across each one of the regions. We got ourselves down to 28. And then of those 28, we had a national judging panel, of which Paul and I were members, and we got it down to 10. And those are 10 very deserving winners.
And, you know, there were parties across Canada, really, this week to kind of celebrate. Paul and I were at the one in Toronto, and there was such an incredible energy. Kind of talk to us a little bit about what some of the feedback was from these companies, how excited they were to receive and be part of this.
Well, we were celebrating passion capital. Of course,
right.
There was a great vibe. If there wasn't, then we wouldn't have had the right people. But you're absolutely right. There was an incredible feeling, not just from the private sector winners, but from the public organizations and the not-for-profit as well.
Yeah, and David, what did you sense as well? I mean, what was your takeaway?
Well, I was down in Montreal. Of course, Montreal are passionate about absolutely everything, and we had a number of finalists from a broad base of industry down there, and you could feel the vibe in the room. But most importantly was we had a panel down there, and the 5 finalists that we had in Quebec all offered some very unique insights as to what passion capital meant to them and why it was a huge enabler to their company.
And from that perspective, what would be your one takeaway for our viewers on that front in terms of that one unique takeaway?
It's something that's in your gut. It's about a different type of way of managing an organization, but it combines intellectual capital, financial capital, and human capital, and it's that intangible. It's what Paul calls the asset that brings out something that's unique in every company.
Mm-hmm. And Paul, what would you say on that front? What was your reaction?
Well, passion is authentic. Passion capital is something that you really can't fake. Mm-hmm. And an organization has it, it's developing it, or it doesn't have it. And what we saw, and it was a very interesting selection process, right, Dave? We had very heated debates because the finalists were superb. And to whittle it down to 10 was a real challenge. But we have some absolutely superb stories, great energy, and great intensity.
Passion capital, I believe, is critical to the success of any company. Having a great product, giving good customer service, this is just the price of entry. We have a management team that runs a company, and I'm not even part of it. It gives them the freedom to do the right thing, and it teaches them how to operate in the best interest of the customer. And the only way that you can do that is if everybody knows where the company is going, believes in where the company is going, wants to go where the company is going. Once you have that in place, then you have the confidence that the people are going to be making the right decisions.